Right, David. Got Victor's debt. Here you go. Here's his debt. Oh, another debt. Wow. Well, we've got $50 for the debt. Well, Jason, thanks for giving me a debt jobs. Actually, so I know you had a conversation with Victor, but what did he say to you? So what did he say to you earlier? Well, he told me things about all of his lives, and he's just wanted to tell me about himself. Well, he's actually confident and all that. He asked me about every one of these people who gives the right thing to tell, but I didn't know how to say, but it's the real certain things find, but finally it doesn't matter where he was came from. So I had to tell him, but he's not actually the final depths of his all of his memories in the mind and all that. It's been a long time to see you again, so I have to give you the great such an action just in case you're the one who's. It doesn't matter where he was taken from, For some reason, it's very vulnerable at all cost. So, for some reason, David, I have to make a statement. So, I have to make a statement, Dave. For some of these people who makes it right, so it doesn't matter where he was taken from. So, to be honest, it's not the vulnerable activities, but instead, he has to give me the right options for no goods. But it hasn't been reopened since in, for March or something, but it's not even a half term for some reason, actually, Dave. I had to tell. If it's not true, so then we're doing the right thing as we speak. So we do not speak against the honoured of our place. So we do not have to replace anything all wrong. But for some reason, Dave, I ain't got anything much money to pay for it. I only got about $198 62 cents. So I didn't make the right money for the whole day. Not for travel, not the money for travel, but it's just the other ways we're doing. So like paying bills for civilians. But 62 civilians is not that kind of money, but not the cent. Not that kind of sense, but the senses are really awfully not to be for the whole time. Spending like for about 500,000, so nothing to be serious at all, Dave. But when I came here, so then paying the debt is always to be important, to be in the most. Mostly, it doesn't decide to whether it's certain ways we're doing, but it's not. It's not that kind of thing separately. When I got killed in action, so it doesn't believe my actions. My reaction is all fun. It's the sudden death. So when I recently came here, to somebody else might want to give. But if he wants to unforgive to somebody, so then Gary's already paid his debts. He already paid his debts to you, and Victor's already paid a debt to you. All the cost. But something it's going on with the other people, so maybe it's not that kind of thing to be important things to do with it. You know, the other ways I think somebody else might want to tell that it doesn't believe that it does not give you the right thing for the whole time. So when I recently get everything when I needed, it's not the right thing to do, isn't it, Dave? But David, actually, if it's not the real thing though, I had to stop immediately. So when I immediately stopped at the end of the times, so it doesn't care about us. But they don't care about us, but they don't care about us though, David. Nothing to be serious, but let's make a real things and all that. Well, it's the real things that it's not certified for some reason. It's the only things I can do whatever I want. Spoken things about all cost. By the end of that, but the reason why it doesn't matter about whether it's been taken or all that. It hasn't been taken for whole weeks, but I spend a lot of times for the whole time for the week. But the rest of that for the whole reason. My reasonable is always looking for help. Not to be battling that all once. But there's certain ways they do, but certain ways they don't. They don't deserve for goods. So actually, it doesn't matter for where it takes to be. It beats me up. Sometimes it doesn't really matter what it takes to be here, but when I came back, it took a long time to see my stories, all alone.
Oh, right, Jason. So you sure there is anything problems? So for some reason, I have to make a statement, so then we'll make the right things, of course. Right, interesting. So I knew that it doesn't matter of where it just take. It hasn't been taken for the whole time. For the whole reason that it doesn't matter of where we've made and made not been noticed of all the time. I actually got everything from the whole cost all the time. But for some reason, Jason, I made a few times a week. But for some reason, it's not the real thing for the same time. But it's the real things that it doesn't really matter where they have been taken. To be fair though, Victor's always been respectful for the whole time to you. Importance, all the importance. He's always important to you for the whole time. But not quite kind of important, but for some reason he may want to give you this a whole respectful for the whole time. But eventually it sounds a bit particular to you. But nothing to be serious. I think you should leave right now, Jason, but thanks for telling me about things about Victor. But Victor's always been respectful. You can leave now. Whatever you want to. Don't get nervous about it. Alright?
Yes, Dave. I gotta go now, but I ain't got no time for this. So I'll see you tomorrow then. See you tomorrow, Dave. Gotta go.
Farewell. Okay, I've got all these debts now. Okay, I've got loads of debts and all in. Okay, we got loads of things at all the cost. Wow, we got loads of things already. Thanks for the debts, Jason, and have a lovely time for evening.